What up? This is Chris Cap. You're watching ECSports.
Yeah, yo, check it. Turn me up a little bit on the mic. ECSports episode Horace Grant. You heard it. From Clemson. Yeah, number 54, Horace Grant.
I know what you're expecting us to say, but we're not saying that.
All right. So, Dill sitting in again for Ant. We got some good stuff this week.
I need my Bitmoji. I'm on here too much. It's not in my face or anything.
That is definitely true.
Yeah.
Gotta get you one. We don't know what to use, with the hair. Maybe like a hoodie with some poof, but whatever, like I was saying. We got some stuff. We're going to talk some Bulls, Bears, new stuff happening. Bears are 2-0, obviously. Bulls got a new coach. We're going to talk some more Cam. I'm looking forward to Anthony next week because I am publicly going to be asking for an apology on yours and my behalf from his Cam hate.
Yes, very much.
We're going to be doing some traveling coming up for our 7-on-7 team that we just,
It's actually 6-on-6, though.
6-on-6, 7-on-7, same thing. And then we're going to do another ECSports Fantasy Roundup Week 2. Tough one for you, buddy. So, new show ready to go. What do you think about the Bears? Mitchie T, he's creeping back to his regular name. Yeah.
I mean, I'm calling him. I went from Trabumsky. I'm gonna call him Mitchell right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell T.
So they beat the Giants. Excuse me. Also, tough loss for the Giants as we speak. Me and Dylan were watching the game, and Saquon, he tore his ACL. I saw it when it happened. It was like most of the ACLs. I was like, man, that did not look good. So, prayers out to
too because
he knew it. He knew it as soon as it happened. Prayers out to Saquon and his family. But this dude's a competitor. He's a beast in the gym, so I guarantee he'll be back way before his supposed clear time. But what can you say about the Bears?
Defense looking good.
I can't hear you.
I said the defense.
Oh, I know.
The D.
Yeah.
Pause.
Looking real good. All right.
Did you say their D?
I said
looks good.
Pause.
Sounds like somebody I know.
I said all right. I didn't say I love their D. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Their D's good.
I said their D looks good. Pause.
As long as you know. It's funny because you knew as your sentence is good. You said I said their D. Oh shit! I'm about to say that.
Yeah. Look at you.
No, that's what I'm making fun of.
Yeah, they're working. I guess, but I mean, you can't really say much. It's the Giants. It's the Giants. I mean, it's not a hard team to beat. But Daniel Jones is folding as well. He had those two, Akeem Hicks and Khalil Mack. If you have them two coming towards you at quarterback, I mean, what can you do? That call that they did on Eddie Jackson, the interception, just like Seattle and New England.
Actually, I saw it again, and it actually was Seattle's was worse.
Yeah, he knocked him over.
It was so bad. So I was just really surprised.
I saw they said that the ref said my bad on the call.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Eddie Jackson said. He was like, he had the nerve to tell me my bad after the call.
See, that's one thing. NBA does that too. Like, it's almost like they're, all right, I got to call this because I know I just.
Like, if you watch it, he waited to throw the flag when he caught it in the air.
An interception.
Yeah. Because if he didn't catch it, he probably wouldn't even do the flag. But he waited. You can see him in the back. Eddie Jackson caught it, he said.
But a lot of, guys have, my other podcast on the Corner Convo, a lot of hate over there. Bears are 2-0. I have to admit, earlier in the season, I stated that they were going to be bad. They're not awesome by any stretch of the imagination, but they are winning games that they're supposed to win, which honestly, the last couple of years, they couldn't even do that. So you have to give it up to Matt Nagy and his squad. I wonder if it has to do with the fans.
I don't know. They're having a good start, though. But they have a tough Falcons team.
Tough
Sunday.
Falcons team?
I mean, they have been losing. But Matt Ryan's
how did they lose last week?
Field goal.
Yeah.
And they let them come
40.
back. My bad. Take that tough out of there. My bad.
And then, they got Todd Gurley.
They have assets.
Yeah, and their assets keep getting bust.
They can't execute.
So when you see stuff like that, when you have Julio Jones, Todd Gurley, Matt Ryan, defense, I don't know, but maybe it's starting to be the coach, because if you lose a lead like that, you got to start looking around the locker room to see what the hell you're doing wrong.
You got to start pointing fingers.
Yeah, unfortunately. And you don't like to do that in the NFL, but, things happen. But, again, Bears are looking good right now. Hopefully they keep it up. Congratulations to Mitchie T, man. He's climbing out of that, window, and I'm sure Nagy's happy for him, even though Nagy didn't even draft him. But, they want to make sure that the guy that they are playing.
It's like I said, he doesn't have a lot of pressure on him now. Everybody knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
How he played, how bad he was. So now he just has something to prove that he really can play the position and he can run the team. And he has a way better situation right now. He doesn't have people breathing down his neck, especially now that he's out. It's his third year?
Yeah, I think it's his
third year. So he can just
go. Might be his fourth.
It might be his fourth?
Yeah, because he's a Pro Bowler.
He is?
He was. Mitchie T was a Pro Bowler.
Wow.
Right now they're looking good. So I give them their props. Tough loss for our guy Cam, as we spoke earlier, but
he's doing what he has to do.
They had a chance, 2-minute warning. He drove them straight down the field, gunning the ball. He looks awesome. People say,
relaxed.
People including you, what can you say? What if I always taught you about if you work hard in reference to just work?
You're going to get what you're looking for. If you work hard and you're working towards something, you're going to get it. Because you're probably doing more than the next person that's trying to get what you want.
And that's
way more than they are.
If you follow Cam on Instagram, nobody is doing. The only other person that's working hard like that is not even in the league right now. And that's AB, and I got to give it to Dez Bryant.
Thank you.
Stalking, dude, but it's true.
Hey.
But that's what you got to do if you want to get some love. When you do dumb shit to get kicked out of the league, you got to crawl, fight your ass back. But Cam, man, he worked his ass off through injuries, and now he's in the mecca of football. And he had a tough loss against a great – Russell Wilson is just –
Every receiver on that team got a touchdown.
It's not like you go out and be like, all right,
I'm going to get you.
That guy – No, it's like he doesn't need a number one guy. Russell Wilson is the leader of that team. This is what I always tell you. In order to be a leader, you have to make sure everybody is getting touches, make sure everybody is confident in your skill set, and they believe in you. And once that's why Russell Wilson is who he is. So you got to understand that when you're a leader and you're doing what you're doing, and I see that's what Cam is doing, when you come in your first year and you're the captain of the New England Patriots, that's saying something right there.
Yeah.
So what do you think about his progression so far this year?
I feel like it's not really a surprise to me because I said he was going to have him before he even played his first game. I know what Cam Newton can do. I know who Cam Newton is. Do I have to say it again? Heisman Trophy winner. Took this team to the national championship and won after getting kicked out. And got drafted. Was it first pick?
Number one overall.
Number one overall pick, yeah, exactly. And then he pretty much built Carolina Panthers from the ground up, which is why they're where they are now. But still, again, no recognition from there. Still haven't hear them say compare Teddy Bridgewater to Cam at all.
And he doesn't even want – he's not looking for that. Like you said, man, he's just out here to win games. It was a funny quote that John Gruden said because they got them coming up. They got Slam Newton coming in town. He's like a power forward at quarterback. All respect to Gruden.
Yeah, I mean, all coaches love him. Well. I mean, you can't really dislike the guy. I mean, you can respect his game, but a lot of coaches who play him usually like him. Like I can tell Belichick liked him. Mm-hmm. He legit put his trust into him.
Is there any teams or players that you feel that are kind of underachieving or just not doing what everybody thought that they should be doing right now that you've seen so far? Did I catch you off guard? This is how sports journalism is.
Oh, really? Based off my fantasy, my running backs, Dalvin Cook and Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon isn't.
Melvin Gordon's doing his job, but it's like I feel like he could be doing more.
Mm-hmm.
It's way earlier too. Like it's both of them actually. They could be doing way more than they actually are. Like they're giving me 19 and stuff. It's just I know them, and they can be way better than they actually are. And they only show how they are until late in the game where it doesn't really matter. Okay. Also, another person, Carson Wentz.
And his team.
Yeah, the Eagles.
I mean,
who did they lose
2
to?
years
The Redskins?
ago. Yeah, 2 years ago they
were the Washington football team.
Yes, 2 years ago they were what? They were champions. Like champion Super Bowl. So, when you come into the league and you're known and you have a fresh, just straight up, you're like skyrocket in reference to being a rookie or whatever, you have to, kind of get those situations, and you forget that, you're a player that is kind of sought after. So you have yes, we're shooting here. You're sought after in the league, and people expect stuff from you. Lila, could you please? So when you do that, it's not a good look when you come out and go 0-2 and your team sucks.
Yeah, but he was injured when they won the championship, right? True. The actual quarterback who won the championship is actually on the bench for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, so that tells you a lot too. So Philly is looking bad right now. We had spoke about my thoughts earlier, which was the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan is, putting up numbers, and then Dallas was going to be, but they came back. Dak Prescott threw a crazy amount of yards at 450, but it's different. These guys are coming into a league that is in the COVID-19 era. This is obviously going to be in the record books because it's never happened before. So you got to put an asterisk by this year, but some of these teams are doing what they have to do.
I can also say, like, by the opposite, like how people are, so like some teams or players are downgrading like how they're supposed to play. There's some people who are actually showing they can improve, like Josh Allen on the Bills. Man. You weren't talking about him last year.
No, you weren't, but they were up and coming because of their defense.
Yeah.
But not to knock what you're saying. He is killing it, especially in fantasy. Congratulations, Ricky.
Is he still
1-1?
Oh, he's 1-1.
Yeah, so let's transition to the Chicago Bulls. Front office said, let's get a veteran in here. I've heard that Billy Donovan's somewhat of a player's coach. With the team that they have right now, I think he's a decent fit for what they're trying to do, at least to start. He's won everywhere he's been.
I feel like he can definitely improve the team.
Yeah, he's run everywhere, including college. He won 2 national championships with Joakim Noah and Al Horford at Florida. He did very well in OKC. So, what are your thoughts on him as coming in?
I feel like he has a nice reputation coming in. I feel like he's going to be looked at definitely as a new head coach for his first year, but I feel like he's going to be looked at positively as pretty much improving the team of the Chicago Bulls in a very much positive way. I can see him changing their whole game plan around, like pretty much. I can see him turning the Bulls into a scary team.
Bulls are going to be a different team.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim Boylan, when you have a different coach, you're not gonna, unless there's that one guy
Yeah.
that wins games for you. You're not gonna see the same team. You don't have a Giannis
or
LeBron, so it's gonna be a team. You're probably gonna see a lot of Kobe White.
Definitely.
He might come in and want to do some difference. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna do some research, watch some film to see if Wendell Carter Jr.'s bum ass should be on the team and others. But that's what the good thing is. It's an exciting situation. Adam Silver's already stated that the season's not starting back this year.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. But congratulations to Billy Donovan, and we'll see what he does with the Bulls and their young team. Also with the East, Milwaukee was exposed. So
I've been saying that this whole time.
I don't see a lot of scary teams.
Milwaukee's not good.
Yeah.
All they have is Giannis. If you look at the stats, Giannis is usually the one leading scoring. And then after that, the second leading scorer usually has no more than 15 points.
Yeah. I mean, they have a good coach, but, when you're exposed like they were in the bubble, they were first, and teams want you now because they see, all right, these dudes ain't as good as they thought. Now,
which is what the Heat saw.
Miami's tough. So I'm like I've said on numerous shows, I'm happy about what Jimmy's doing. They're up 3-1 at the time of this show.
Got a young Tyler Hero.
They have a really good team. So they might. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win, but they're going to they're not going to be pushovers for the Lakers.
Oh no.
So I'm interested to see how that goes.
What would they do if they won though with Tyler Hero? Because they're gonna have a champagne party. He's only 20.
He's gonna have some underage drinking.
Oh, okay.
That's what
just wanted to put that out there.
Like, there's been teams, I'm sure, that have had that issue. So that's funny. So yeah, let's transition over to some stuff you're doing. A friend of mine, Curtis Beals, has a 7-on-7.
6-on-6.
Stop saying it's still 7-on-7 rules. But up in Wisconsin, and you guys were invited. We tell everybody the story of how we even got to this point in reference to the 7-on-7.
We've been working real hard as a team. Well, okay. He came up with the idea.
Thank you.
There you go. We were at the park one day.
Who's we? Rep your. I'm gonna tell Cam and Monty how you don't rep them on the show.
All right. Me, my father, and my two closest friends, Cameron Mabins and DeMonte Mack.
Damn.
Is that good?
Hater.
All right. We were all at the park. I think we had just got done playing basketball. We were pretty bored. We got tired of playing basketball. I mean, football was coming up. We've been working out for football for a while, but we wanted to get some competition. Our only competition was actually each other at the moment, but we wanted to see what we can do together.
Let's not talk about the one-on-one days.
I'm not going to talk about that. I still got scratches and stuff. But, yeah, we were trying to figure out what we can do together as a team to prove that what we've been doing on our own working is actually progressing and making us progress and making us better players that we actually are. So he came up with the idea of doing a 7-on-7 since nobody's doing anything. You can't really go anywhere. There's not any organized sports. And our school's field is usually open all the time.
Which is rare.
Yeah, so very rare in Lombard. Awesome. So posted on my Snapchat story, my Instagram story that I got my team, which consisted of 4 other of my close friends. One of them actually being a freshman, I'm definitely going to see if he could get moved up this year because he's an athlete. But
wasn't on your team first.
No, he wasn't on my team. He came. I didn't even know him. Yeah, he came into camp this year. Showed up. I saw what he could do. He showed up to one of the 7-on-7 games. Definitely, we went against him at first. He came to our team because we busted his team.
So the good thing about this situation is they just, did some word of mouth, and then the other kids, came. We had like a couple of teams the first week, and then it just started
we got schools
spreading out
from Glenbar Northwest,
Addison Trail
juniors.
Who else called? Anthony went there.
Montini.
And now, obviously Curtis saw the videos I was posting. He's like, hey, I want you to bring your team up here, give us some competition. So we're headed out Sunday morning, just going to get a van and drive down. And what's your guys' record so far?
Undefeated, actually.
Haven't lost. You guys have played against higher grades. I'm still just interested to see how you do with your new position. Elsewhere, I still feel like he's not working hard enough. I'm never going to shy away from that until he understands you can't sit here and talk about Cam Newton and all these dudes of how much hard work they do when you're laying down in the bed. I'm not trying to call you out, but that's what I have to do for you to understand that talk is cheap, bro. You can't just wait for me to hey Dill, let's go out and do this. You have to, grab your guys or whatever. You can grab your damn comb. The best go out and do what they got to do by themselves. So I just need you to understand the importance of hard work. Have you been doing well? Yes. Are you average? Yes. Can you be better? Much better. If you want to be the best, like you say, you got to work your ass off, and you're not doing that yet. What's your thoughts on that?
Hey, got to do better.
Yeah. Just keep talking. Talk is cheap. I always say that. So we're looking forward to this Sunday. We'll let you guys know. We'll throw some footage up if we get it. I don't plan on going down there getting my ass whooped, driving an hour and a half after working the night before and having to be there in the morning. So we better go down and do what we have to do. Now, since I didn't tell you before the show, I need you to pull up the scoreboard for the ECSports Fantasy, please. Thank you. Or the standings, whatever you want to call the games from last week. I could talk about my game first. I played my friend Eric. Eric's team isn't good. That's the best way I can put it. My team just put it in his ass. I played Eric, and he's not good. I whooped him. I'm 1-1 now. Could you go to the scoreboard from last week? Thank you. Or you can talk about yours.
I'd rather not.
I can find it because
I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, first game, please. Oh, that's yours. So Murray Christmas lost to Drew, who's now 2-0. I guess he's the best in the league with Danny.
5.2.
Why?
There's a controversy, okay, with this stupid ESPN fantasy app where it adds points for if your player's team wins, you get an extra point. And if they lose, you lose a point.
Regardless of if they play or not, and it's per player, which is tough.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I was winning. I won. I won, okay? And he took off the setting that takes that away, and then I lost.
I guess it took away for the entire season, but we did a vote. I try to be the most fair commissioner I can be, and luckily, unfortunately, it affected Dylan and Drew, but it didn't affect the other teams. What's the next game?
Las Vegas Golden Grinders, 188.42, and beat Shrimp Deshaun Anthony D'Amato.
So Danny beat the shit out of Ant,
by 18
which was
points,
awesome.
170 points.
Ant came out of the woodwork really hard. Aaron Rodgers had a great game, but let's be real, that's not going to happen a lot. And
his center of his team is McCaffrey, who's hurt right now.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Tough loss too. So Danny's 2-0, which is tough. What's next?
We have Team Kit and Raheem Mustard, who's hurt.
That's me. We already talked about that. Next.
And we got Northwest Ricky Lake, who beat the crap out of Antoine McBride. In Haterville, you got options. Who I'm playing this week, who I don't expect to lose to at all.
Antoine's
For
our
somebody
barber.
who talks a lot. You can't be going 0-2 like this. And it's bad. Like, he's not losing by small points like me.
I lost
by
0.2. And then you just lost it. Then he texts me, wow, there's a lot of quarterbacks. Yeah, I told you that quarterbacks get bonuses, but Josh Allen busts you.
No,
but your team is whack.
The score was 217.08 to 170.
And you had the 5th pick, fam. You had the 5th next.
Oh gosh.
Trash.
That's it. Oh no, we got
be one more.
Got B-View Williams, Lance Garnett.
Who did he beat?
And he beat Mr. Wally World, Gino Hester.
He calls our phone, running his mouth.
Oh, I want to see him and Antoine play.
Oh, why?
Just to see.
Because they talk so much?
Yeah, and they're both losing.
Yeah, so...
And Gino's the former champ, or the current champion right now.
Waiting to give him his belt.
Yeah,
it must
he's
not be
defending
that
right
important.
now. Must not be worried.
Champ.
So, yeah.
But, yeah, so the second week, a lot of differences. There's only 2 undefeated teams now, and Drew and Danny. And I'm looking forward to this week. I got Drew, and if I beat the guy, take off the pedestal, got it 2-0, he beat my son. I got to pay him back, right?
And I'm going to be 2-1 this week. I can tell you that now. I'm not losing to Antoine.
Okay.
Sorry.
If you do, there's going to be some problems in the Williams household.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And, yeah, dropped your phone. But, yeah, so that's the show for today. For Aunt Dylan, this is Dion. We'll see you next week. EC Sports.